Hey guys, so this is one of my all-time favorite Ben Hogan swings. I want to take a second to do a little analysis so I could talk to you guys about what I'm working on with the Hogan swing and how this applies to what I'm doing today. I'm out here in Pennsylvania, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get to go to the range. So I figured I would do my very first Ben Hogan swing analysis. I'll call this number one. So, one of the things that I see about Mr. Hogan is I see this remarkable transition here. And you see, there's a very, very famous part here where you see that his club shallows out and gets kind of laid off all of a sudden. Um, right here, that shaft gets flattened out. And it looks like his left arm and the club are going to be slung around in a wheel around his shoulders. Now, I've been thinking so much about the hips forever that I haven't been thinking about the shoulders. Now I'm completely obsessed with the shoulders. So Mr. Hogan said that his arms fall in the downswing. He said that they're just coming along for the ride. I think that that's a major problem with the amateur golfer is they try and hit the ball with their arms. And if you had an arm wrestling competition where a guy's just using the strength of his arm and another guy's using the strength of his back and his pull and his body, the guy with the arm power is not going to hold even a glimmer of a chance. That's what Mr. Hogan's doing, in my opinion. So the arms are falling and the club naturally shallows out. I don't think he's trying to do that with the club head. It just does it because it's going to get slung around his body. Now, as we see the club come down, we see what I just absolutely love that I've referred to as Shangri-La. And this club just comes right down, and it looks like his left arm is pointing straight down in the ground, and that left wrist is bowed like crazy, Dustin Johnson style. But it didn't start out that way. At the top of his backswing, it's flat or even a little cup. But he rolls that thing under. That's what I call the Hogan roll. And what you'll notice that's remarkable to me is that left arm is pointing straight down into the ground. And if he let go of that club, it's likely he's going to hit that ball fat. But his hands are actually going to move up. His left hand is going to pull up on that handle, and that left shoulder is going to rise. Now, this is really cool. This is what I'm really focused on nowadays, is if you look at that left shoulder, it just pulled up. And look a little bit farther along, and it just keeps rising. So that's where I think that I've had a big problem is leaving my left shoulder down for too long. We want that thing to pull up and out of the way, and that's going to give us that last amazing slingshot action with the club head. So check this out again. Now watch how fast that left shoulder rises. Look at that. I mean, that left shoulder is a foot higher than his right shoulder. So I think that's a really important thing to work on. There's a gentleman by the name of Carl Lauren that you can look up. I'll put a link in the description box. It talks a lot about the left shoulder. And this is some of the work that I've been doing lately is working on focusing on that left shoulder and forgetting about the left hip. I've done a lot of work in that area. But from what I learned from Lee Namba to try and give my arm some space and now focusing on this left shoulder move, I'm really starting to feel like I can get someplace with this golf swing. Now, the last time I played, I hit 10 greens in regulation and I was swinging hard. So I am absolutely at a place, I believe, in my game where I can see that I could shoot a 66. That's remarkable coming from a person that couldn't break 80 when I started this channel. But the reason why is if I can hit 10 fairways and put short irons and wedges in my hands, when I get hot, there's no reason why I can't do that. I've made 6 birdies in a round before. I made 6 birdies in a round where I left 4 birdies sitting on the table. So I do believe that there's going to be new breakthroughs in my golf game this year. And the most important thing is knowing that in my mind I can see it. That's the most important thing to me, is being able to actually believe I can do this. So that's what the practice is for, is to really strengthen your subconscious mind and create an internal belief system that you know that you can do it, that it's not luck. So I'll rewind this so you can take a few looks at Mr. Hogan's perfect golf swing. In my opinion, the greatest of all time.